recently, Pastor Adeboye, the general overseer of Redeemed Church, actually sent out a tweet, and the tweet was around his son. We don't know if it's actually his biological son or his spiritual son, firing his secretary because the son was attracted to the secretary. Hello everyone, this is Trashy. Now Jude.
Yes.
I am.
Man of the hour.
House.
So most of the feedback we've been getting that this is a popping show. People can't wait to get enough. They love to see her scream, but they want a man's perspective.
Yes.
So Jude, in his blue and royalty, has morphed into our studios today just to get welcome, Jude.
Welcome. It's lovely to have you on set.
And Ladem is back. Hi, Moj.
Hello.
How are you?
Really good.
Did you guys kind of send each other messages? You're gonna be calling.
No, I don't have a number.
Quick.
Hello.
Hello, darling.
I'm loving the.
Thank you.
The hair.
Thank you. I'm
Yes.
loving it too.
Okay, so Jude, it'd be interesting to get your views, but let me go back to what we're discussing tonight, just to buttress and put some light to it, and let the ladies also talk about it. But before I go into that, we've got these gorgeous cupcakes from Attie's Pastry.
Thanks.
Oh, sorry, Cakesicle.
Thank you.
Yeah, because my mouth is so into the cake, I couldn't speak well. So we've got Cakesicles from Attie's Pastry. This is gorgeous, guys.
Try it.
Oh, trust Moji to go
Oh
in.
my god.
Right. Brilliant.
Is it?
Yeah.
So,
lovely.
we've got gorgeous cupcakes from Attie's Pastry. You can follow her on Instagram. You can order your cake, and I'm sure she's got so many things that she'll be bringing into the studio for us. So, thank you, Attie, for this lovely cupcake.
thank
So,
you.
back to the topic. So, this spiritual son, because I'm not sure if it's his biological son, he refers to everyone under his tutelage as his son. Goes to work looking well dressed. The secretary looks forward to working with her. I think they've just got a wonderful relationship. But he mentioned, why are you ooing?
No, wonderful relationship.
So he mentioned
types of
that I'm
relationships.
dressing well. I don't think he actually said he was sexually attracted to her. He just said I'm dressing well, or I'm making an extra effort because of my secretary. I look forward to working with her. And Baba Adeboye's advice, or Pastor Adeboye's, it's popularly called Baba Adeboye, his advice to this gentleman is to fire her. So she lost an income because his man.
Or did he actually fire her?
He did fire her.
Wow, okay.
Because he couldn't.
So I guess he owned the business.
Not necessarily. I
Well,
think
for him to have fired her for that reason, then he surely must own the business,
Yeah.
and that is not lawful either.
Okay. Is he married?
I would imagine so.
Okay, you sure?
I don't think whether
No,
he's married or not, that's not a question.
Yeah, if
You
he's
can't just fire
married.
somebody. You're sexually attracted to
Exactly,
this person.
exactly. That's
It's not
your
the other way
doing.
around.
Exactly. So nothing to do
So
with
hold
her.
on,
It's
guys.
your
Let me
issue.
just get Moji's take.
Okay, I know it's really sad that she's lost an income and everything, but I do feel like it's unfair for her, but then I feel he did the right thing by
Firing
getting rid of her. Yeah, because I just feel like, as a Christian in general, you know, they said like to stay away from
Well, the business is not a
fornication.
church.
Yeah, no, but
yeah.
it doesn't matter. Like,
It does
if
matter,
if
the
I,
business
it's
is not a
my
church.
environment. If I own something, it's different if it was a normal working place and he didn't own the business. If I had the authority to say, you know what, this guy's really dope, I'm working with this guy, he's like my assistant and everything, and I know I'm married, and I'm thinking that I'm dressing extra nice because I'm going into work and this guy's there, then something's going to happen eventually. So in order for me to stop that thing to happen, he needs to go.
You see,
So
for me,
you blame the
I won't blame him. It's not his fault. It's not about who was at fault. It's just about what is the right thing to do in that situation. Would you rather him start sleeping with the secretary
I think the right thing to have done
and then maybe his marriage then breaks up, and then people know he lost his wife, he lost his family because he slept with the secretary.
Moji, hold on. Let's get a man's perspective because really and truly, Jude, that's why we wanted
Right.
you to.
I know.
Because a guy fired this lady.
I know I asked earlier whether he owned the business. That was just by the wayside. I don't think that matters at all. First of all, there are employment laws. That woman shouldn't have lost her job because of your own
or, inability
what do
to
I call it? To control your own
loss.
emotions.
Yeah.
Your own loss. Somebody else has lost their job for that. So I don't think that is fair. If I'm sexually attracted to my secretary and What you waiting
What
to
would you
listen?
do? I'm waiting to find out.
I'll pull myself out of that. I'll pull myself out of that situation.
How?
I can work from home 7 days or 3 days.
Oh, please.
Yes, that's the best.
Hold
I
on,
don't go on the fire.
Jude, that no disrespect. It does not make sense for you
Yes.
to then say you're going to be working from home.
It
Could
does
she
make
not have
sense.
been? Hold on. Could she
Well,
not have
no.
been moved to another department?
It depends.
No, sorry, no,
Hold
wait,
on,
wait,
hold on.
wait,
Let's
no,
get serious.
no,
Hold on,
Moji,
guys.
hang on.
Hold
Wait,
on, hold on.
I'm sorry,
Hold
but
on.
at the end of the day, I don't know why a lady has to suffer and lose income. She probably has family members relying on her, has parents, has children relying on her,
It is
just
what it
because her boss cannot control her. It's not. Unfortunately, it is what it is. But that's how people out there today are suffering because their bosses can't keep it in their pants.
I think it's very wrong coming from
Pastor Adeboye.
Daddy G, or what they
Yeah.
call him these days, to have advised that young man to sack the lady. I understand it
He
from
should
that,
advise
from
the
the
young
Bible,
man to
from the
fast.
scriptures. From the scriptures,
Okay.
they say
Fast to
resist.
do what?
If he's studying his spiritual
please,
father,
you say fast?
yes, let him fast for God to blind his eyes.
Okay,
to
can I
not
just
so he
say
doesn't look
something?
at her in that way.
You guys have been unrealistic.
No,
yeah?
we're
and I'm
being-
saying
we're
that
being very
let's
realistic.
just
Wait,
let's
let me hear
let's
it,
look at
maybe.
it from this point of view. If you guys are saying he shouldn't have fired her, my feeling is that what did you want him to do? Because that 7 days working from home is not realistic.
Yeah, well, fair
okay,
enough.
so if you say he shouldn't have fired her, what should he have done?
He could have relocated her to another department.
Exactly. Yeah, but what if the company's not such a big company whereby he can relocate her? Because
What I
it
tell
might
you
not
is-
be that big. My thing is that fire her and refer her to another company
he
and say
needed
that
to have
I'll give you a
pulled
great
himself
reference
out of
and
that
everything.
situation. Just imagine it, where I work now. Maybe I was managing a student during supervision and
yeah.
starting to. It does happen.
Yeah.
I hope my wife ain't watching this, but it does happen. Starting to like my student,
Yeah.
and are you not saying I should fail that person?
Because-
no,
No,
I
I'm
should
not
find
saying you
ways.
should fail her. That's
No, that's the
different.
same thing you're saying.
That's
Fire
different.
and fail.
Or should he now say he can no longer supervise that student because he's caught feelings for her?
Okay, can I just say something? There's two things here. There's a man having control over himself.
Why
But
can't
I'm
a
just
man have
saying,
control over-
my thing is that if he's the owner of the company and the company is not that big, he's in a position to remove himself from that situation.
I think that woman should be
And for
suing.
him,
Absolutely,
That one
yes.
should
If it was me, that's what I'll be doing. I'll
she
be
can
doing
sue,
that
but
hell out
my
of
thing is that what did you want him? There's nothing else he
Once
can
you said in
do.
this woman's
Oh
position,
my
would
God,
you like
Moji,
it?
I get
why
that.
are you
I'm
sounding
I'm
like
attracted
this?
I
to you,
sympathise.
and I'll sack you.
Listen, I sympathise with the lady. If I was a lady, I would be pissed.
So you go home to your
off.
husband and you say, I was fired because my boss likes
Listen,
me.
yeah, I will go to my husband and say, you know what, I am that good. Yeah,
Good at
I am
what?
that cute. My boss fired me, and I'll look for another job. Because the fact is that she might be getting upset now because she got fired.
Wow.
But then he could have
Wow.
left
Do you know
her
what?
there and started sleeping with her. And
No,
then she
no,
wants to go
Moji,
and tell her
Moji,
husband
listen.
that
We're not
I'm
say-
sleeping
we're not
with my
say-
boss
we-
because he finds me
We don't know
attractive.
now if she was sexually attracted to.
Well,
he was the
my
one
little
who
gesture
liked it.
before
No.
you know it.
No, do you know what? Do you know what, Moji? Do you know what, Moji? Right? Listen. Do you know what, Moji? You have a very good job, yeah? So imagine now, maybe one of your higher managers becomes attracted to you, yeah? And he cannot. There's nothing he can do about it, but the only option he has is to fire you
Okay,
for
can
no
Can I
reason.
just say something?
Yeah?
In my situation, I would expect my boss to leave his job if he was.
So why
no,
can't the boss leave the job though?
but that's my situation because he doesn't own the company.
No, what do you
If
own
it's
the
his-
company?
We don't know. We
If
don't
it's
know
his
if
company,
this guy owns the company.
Guys, okay, guys, say
that
if
is
it's his
double
company, he
standards.
can't
Moji,
leave.
guys,
double standards.
Jude, so
It is.
Can I
Double
just
standards.
can I just say something? And this is to you, Moji, because you said something. Is this boss married? What if he wasn't married? He still has the right to fire her?
My thing is that it's a grown man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
He is a grown man, he should control himself.
Exactly. No,
Hold on, guys.
listen,
Let me get Moji's view.
Sometimes he's like dressing extra nice to go to work. Come on now. Listen, the fact that he hasn't even taken advantage of her, we should be happy that he's like, I'm grown enough to be like, you know what, I really like this lady. I dig this lady. I can't really work with her and I can't balance. Some people can't even concentrate and thinking, oh, I'm feeling her too much. I can't even work properly because she's that fine and I can't even do like my report and do.
Then you shouldn't
whatever I
be there in
need
the
to
first
do.
place. Go get another job. Not fire the
but that's what I'm
woman.
saying. If it's a company whereby he's not the owner, he can remove himself from the situation and say, you know what, I'm her boss and I can't handle working around this lady. So I don't own the company and I can't control. So I will remove myself by resigning from my job. That's different. But if he owns the company, what do you want the guy to
Okay,
do?
can I
Leave
ask you
his
something? No,
company.
wait.
Come
What
on
if
now, let's
what
be
if it's in a
realistic.
situation where it's what if it's in a situation where the person, okay, so a guy at work fancies his manager, yeah? But then now he cannot fire the manager. What do you expect him to do?
That's different. You see,
It's not different. So basically, you're penalising the lower staff because
if I was him, I would fire and say, you know what, I'm going to give you 3 months or 6 months wages to buy you through until you find something else. But I think
what
you
if
did
she
the right
never
thing.
finds something else?
Then she's not that good, man.
Do you know what? Let me tell you something, yeah. For someone who's very educated, I'm surprised that you're chatting all this shit.
I'm more worried about him slipping into fornication and maybe sexually assaulting her.
Why do you think the girl cannot hold her own?
Yeah, but what if he comes into the office and sexually assaulted her, and then she'll not be like, my boss sexually assaulted me?
I think she's been able to hold her own.
Do you understand?
It's the man who's got problems.
We don't
He
know.
should remove himself from the
Okay, but in what? I'm asking everybody, viewers.
See,
What do you want the man to do?
that's what I said.
No, before we go to the viewers, I think here
No,
we're
let
not
me have
understanding.
this. Just calm me down.
I don't think we understand the dynamics here because this guy's a very powerful man, invariably, and you've made a decision without considering the knock-on effect it would have on this woman's life.
What's the knock-on effect if he says, here's
Look, this
is
no, let me finish. Hold on, let me finish.
Okay,
Guys,
you should compensate her though.
Moji, let me finish. The thing about it, this situation happened in Nigeria. And we know how things are economically, it's not that easy to find a job. So you are telling me because you can't control your sexual urge, I should lose my pay because you're an ineffective person? Or, do you know what I'm saying? Hold on.
I'm not controlling his sexual urge by firing her.
No. What is wrong with you,
Why
are you talking like this?
What I expected Pastor
Adeboye
to do
say fast and free.
because we have situations, not fast and free. No.
Fast and free will deal with that.
Counseling. How are we sure they bring another lady? This guy is not attracted. Are we going to be firing every
we're drifting too far away from what the question is.
The question is, if it's my company, I will do what I want with my company, and I will do whatever I want.
And what if you get sued?
Listen,
what if you get sued?
He will compensate her. Don't just
There's not a amount of compensation that would be enough,
salary till you find something else. I'll give you a great reference.
Let me put a king into it.
If that was my husband and he said he's fancies his secretary, I'd be like, you need to fire her before anything happens.
I know. I think you'll be doing more than that. You'll be walking straight to that person.
Yeah, I'll be like, you're fired.
That's not correct. That's not the
No,
right
or how about if your husband told you that, which is very good on him because at least it shows that you guys have a good relationship for him to be able to tell you that. If he told you that, how about you say, okay, you know what, why don't we invite her home for dinner?
Yeah.
No, we're going
And
too
get
far
to
with
know
this.
her.
Why are we inviting her?
Get to know her.
Get to know her. Take her to the bedroom.
I think we're going too far with this. Because first of all, without this lady, there's no story yet saying she's attracted to this gentleman.
No.
This gentleman went to his father. Reverend, sir, you know we're Christians, we're born again. I'm trying so much because this nice young girl. If I was his father, I would be dealing with him.
Exactly. Okay,
and I'm sorry.
Not go and fire that lady. I get it.
How do you know she didn't get the job? How do you know she didn't get the job?
This is Nigeria. This is Nigeria.
Well, that's on him. That's on him. No,
You shouldn't have employed her.
Exactly. That's when you should have told her sorry.
This is Nigeria.
Not
We
employ
don't know
her.
their employment laws or whether the employment laws are those strong. But we're feeding into a stereotype where it's a man's world in Nigeria.
Yes.
We had the other pastor who allegedly raped somebody.
Yeah.
And these sort of things we're saying, this position that G.O. took and his son subsequently followed, is why people never believed that lady when she came out and said the pastor raped her.
Yeah.
Because I don't blame the lady for, if the lady wore short skirts, I like socks a lot, it kills me. But that's my thing for women. My wife knows that anyway. That's my thing for women. So now, if somebody is wearing that, if a colleague is wearing that, doesn't mean I have to do so. She's not wearing it for me.
Exactly.
I can't go to her and say, hey, hang on, take that off. It's making me feel uneasy.
But no,
That's exactly what you're doing. That's what you're saying.
Sometimes you can't help who you
Moji.
fancy or who you're attracted to.
You
And
can
can I
never
just say
help-
something? It's not about a man or a woman thing.
Well, I can't go to this
Even if
lady.
it was the other way around and it was a woman that was the boss,
Yes.
and she fancied the guy.
What woman
And
do
you ask the
say?
woman to sack.
Hold
I'll
on,
that.
accept
hold
the
on,
guy.
let me
It's not about maybe
Moji,
you guys
let me
to
tell
see
you, let me
if
tell-
I as a
Okay,
woman,
let-
if I as a woman employ, because first of all, let's be right. He might have thought that she came for the interview and I thought, oh, this lady is really cute. Let me employ her because most Nigerians, she's fine.
You're going
she has
too far now.
qualification. No. Let's just say that she got the job on that merit in the first place.
Without her knowing, yeah?
Without her knowing, like,
Okay.
okay, yeah, she's qualified, but she looks good as well. You know, looks helps, you know.
Yeah.
Let's employ her. And then after employing her, you start thinking, this one I really fancy, blah, blah, blah. If I was a woman and a guy and I fancied my assistant, he needs to go. He needs to
You know
go.
what?
I don't get that.
Wait. Do you know what? This is just
I
a
don't
good
get that at
example
all.
of abuse of power. That's it right there.
It is what
Abuse
it
of
is.
power.
I don't
Yeah,
get it
what?
at
it is
all.
what it is.
You know me, I always try to find an argument or a case in both. Did anyone ever watch Scandal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there was a scene
Was
where
that a TV series?
yeah, there was a
Olivia
scene where Kerry Washington was poaching to the then presidential aspirant, and she was like, "This is what you need to do. This way." And me seeing her, the guy was in love, and
Yeah.
he said, "Fire her," because he knew that would tank him in future. Right from the onset, before she got the job, he was sexually attracted to her right first sight, and he was like, "Fire her! Don't even employ her because I know this will be my problem." I would imagine at that point, this young spiritual man shouldn't have employed that lady.
Yeah, but maybe, okay, I'm just assuming that he knew, but let's say he didn't know.
Man, the man needs to
Let's-
keep his thing behind his
I
shoulders.
will still
One.
continue to
Secondly,
stay.
if just imagine that was England.
Oh no,
Oh,
that would
some
happen
employment
anymore.
laws.
America.
You'll be in trouble.
Listen, my thing is that if he owns the company,
Whether you own the business or
yeah,
not.
but I'm not gonna lose my business, and I'm not gonna end up being
Lose your business for what?
because I'm not gonna
Because you're
end up
attracted to your secretary.
No, yeah, because I'm just saying he might have ended up getting so like infatuated with her and started like giving her assignment, getting her a bit closer
Let
because
him take sabbatical leave.
No.
There's so many ways
but
to
the
do it.
question is,
And like I said,
have you
work from
ever
home
seen
3 times a week.
anyone that you fancy and you know I can't go there?
of course
Yeah.
we see that all the time. But I'm
Exactly.
saying that if this is his
Even
secretary.
for someone that you work
Okay,
with.
can I just say something? Power is a bit like in the head. Like sometimes it's like we're saying that in this country, like you might think, okay, hold on a minute. I think here is different because every boss has a boss that has a boss that has a boss that has a boss that has a boss.
And your bosses.
But even here, you have people who have companies. You even have heard of those Hollywood people who, in terms of roles, they abuse their power, blah blah.
Yeah,
It's just a
everyone
natural
does.
thing. And my thing is that rather than you getting to the stage whereby you're abusing your power and you're physically assaulting somebody, I think it's the decent thing to say, you know what? I don't want to do bad by you by firing you, but the healthier thing is to remove that person from your environment so that it's not like
Not
forcing
remove
you
the
to
person,
do-
I think you remove yourself.
Yeah,
from
but
that
what I'm
environment.
trying to say is that
yourself from
if
the
you own the
environment.
company, that is your environment. You can't remove yourself
It might
from your
not be
company.
feasible, or it might not be possible for you to remove yourself from the environment. What I would expect, or would have expected, even if your pastor tells you to do this, find another alternative for this person.
Which is what?
Find them another job.
Yeah, find him another job.
Because it's
yeah?
not their
Because
fault
you probably
that
have
you
friends.
can't
innit?
control
Exactly.
those.
How big the company
No,
is.
Moji,
I'm not
How many
I'm not even saying within the. Come on, man.
Not within the company. You have friends. You can
Hey,
call
that's
your
what
friend
I'm
and
saying.
say,
It's still
"Do you have a
firing
role?"
her now.
No, but you are not firing her, but you're giving her another job because
Okay.
you're firing her and you're saying, "Here's one year salary
I
or
think
6
you're
months
still
salary."
firing
Go and
You are
sort
still
yourself out.
firing her.
But at least you're giving her another job.
Yeah, but you're contradicting yourself.
No,
Because I
I'm
think
not.
that
I'm
you're
not.
saying-
No.
okay,
Wait.
hold on,
I'm not
hold on.
contradicting myself
You are.
because
It's
what
still
you're
firing
saying,
her.
no.
It's still
It's
firing her.
not firing her in a sense. What you're saying is tell her to go and pay her off. But
Yeah,
when you're
I'm
saying to
saying, give her like a
her,
year's
there's another
salary or 6
position.
months salary.
No, I think
Because
whichever
that's
way we
going
look
to
at
run
it,
out,
I
yeah?
think-
But
I
then
think-
when
I think
you
we're
get
still
another
blaming-
job,
blaming
it's
this
better.
woman.
Yeah, but
All right, guys, I'm gonna stop
What
you
if you
guys.
don't have a friend that
I
has
think-
another
I think-
company to refer her to?
Then
you could be
control
like,
yourself.
I will give you a good
You
reference.
know what this just
I'll
reminds
give
me
you a
of?
good
Yeah?
reference.
It's been one time I had a conversation with somebody that said we prefer Adam to Eve. We say every wrong thing about Eve, and Eve is our first mother if we believe the story of the creation story. Now what happened? Adam, when God came and said, Adam, what happened? Adam pointed to the woman. She gave me the apple. You had the choice not to eat the
Thank
apple.
you, Jesus.
I just come back from hungry and not eating your
Hallelujah.
apple. This is the same thing happening. Once this young man is done, he's going to meet his daddy like a crybaby. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I'm sexually attracted to this woman. And it's a fault. Fire her.
They're emphasizing too much because it's male and female. My thing is that the situation, even if it was the other way around, whereby it was a woman and the guy was the assistant, I feel the woman should tell the guy, I'll pay you off, give you some money, whatever, find enough, I'll give you a good reference.
Probably in Nollywood movies that would be right to follow. Not in real life.
So, it would be nice to hear from people who have been fired in situations like this. Or if you are attracted to your secretary, how well have you been able to manage the situation? Have you paid them off as Moji in advice? Or have you been like Jude that said, well, you are Adam and you're just pointing to an Eve? So, before we go, lovely cakesicle.
Very nice.
Artist Pastry, thank you so much for sending this through. For anyone that wants to advertise on the show, this is an opportunity. We've got the viewership and we've got tasters. And on every Saturday when we do go, when our videos come up on YouTube, we do go live from 9:30 in the morning UK time and 10:30 Nigerian time. So until next week, it was a pleasure trashing this with our gentleman in blue and lady in blue, and multicolour hair.
Oh God. Okay.
See ya next week.
Okay, I'm sexually attracted to you. She fire you.
Fire you!